Investment Challenge Day 15, and today we have a theme going on, looking at Internet of Things. And I found 3 companies that I took a deeper look at: Plejd, Talkpool and Raybased. And none of these companies I'd heard of more or less before. I recognize the name from the IPO and such, but never traded them, never looked into them. So this was kind of fun to look into. And to start with the definition of Internet of Things, basically it's the idea that eventually everything will be connected to the internet. Everything from your house to your lightings to your bed, everything's going to be connected to the internet, and probably something like this will happen in the future. Most companies that are actually manufacturers of something, for example, say refrigerators, of course those companies say that we are working very much with Internet of Things, we're going to have our refrigerator connected, but it's not really clear what it is and what it's supposed to do. Why should it be connected? But this is a really hot topic, Internet of Things, and if you can write this in your report, it's going to attract attention to your company. So a lot of companies say that they are into this, but it's really unclear why and how. So at the moment, I'd say it's not so much about the product being connected to the internet as it is about the technology of getting it connected. As I said, of course you can connect your dishwasher to the internet, but what would that do for you? You can't really. Of course, you can start it from your cell phone or whatever, but if it's not loaded up or it's not really doing anything for you. So it's more about the technologies and the coding of the Internet of Things. Also, we have to look at the security aspect of this. If everything is connected, everything gets a little more vulnerable. And I think a lot of people will have an issue with having, for example, your oven connected to the internet, because somebody could turn it on. And there's also the question, why? Why would we need everything connected? Why would we need the stove connected? We can switch it on for ourselves. And why would we want to have our lighting connected to the internet? We could just switch it on and off. So kind of makes me think, is this some kind of IT bubble kind of thing? Everybody's talking about it, but in reality it's not going to look the way we think it is, looking at it right now. And looking at the companies then, we have the first one is kind of recent addition to the stock market. Is Plejd. They do what they call smart lighting, and more or less running your lighting in your house from your cell phone and using something called a Bluetooth Smart. And the company valuation is about 76 million. And this is what happened to it when it was IPO'd. It IPO'd at 10 and it went down to 5 and then up to 17, 18, something like that, and trading at 14 at the moment. I don't really see a case in this stock, and I'll tell you why. They make more or less one product, lighting in the home environment, and that's kind of too small to fit me. And also they seem to have some issues with, for example, they set out PMs that the product was sold out before it was even delivered, and apparently the stock market interprets this as something good, that the people demand this product in such a high way that they cannot supply it. But I see it more than that this is probably a problem for them. They are not able to deliver or manufacture the product fast enough, because it's not a matter of millions of orders, it's a matter of hundreds or thousands of orders. So it is probably an issue for them. They're not able to deliver. And it's a very small company producing one thing and not turning over anything at all, more or less, not selling anything. And a valuation at 76 million, that seems kind of expensive to me. So this is my least favorite of these companies. Talkpool. And this is a quote from the report. Talkpool builds, maintains and improves telecommunication networks globally. That's as much as I know about this company. I spent half an hour listening to an interview of the CEO of this company. I still can't really tell you what they do. They build the telecom networks, of course. And everywhere you read about them, they say Internet of Things. We build this for Internet of Things. But I cannot figure out how Internet of Things comes into their business plan, or how their way to build telecommunication is different from anybody else's. Still, I kind of like this company. They have been around for 15 years. They've been working with Ericsson, Tele2, Sigma. They have a really good plan of M&A, mergers and acquisitions. And they seem to be doing the right things, focusing on the right things. CEO and the board of directors, they seem to know what they're talking about. The only issue I see here is that they are still kind of small. And if you've been around for 15 years, you should have been able to grow more than this. So I'm not really sure what the issue is. They are somewhat growing and it seems like a stable company, but still something is not 100% correct, I feel. So I'm kind of hesitant from this company, but I still like it, and this could be something that I would invest in. So we'll just see what happens. Third company is Raybased. They are focused more on entire buildings, I'd say, than the singular house. So more the commercial property than the private property. And they can monitor and run the ventilation, the lights, the heatings, the security, everything basically in your house. And they do this by installing the electricity outlet. So every electricity outlet is monitored. That means for an entire room you can do the lighting, you can do the heat, you can do everything from this electric outlet. And this lowers the electricity cost quite a bit, and I think this is a good one because it's just not the increased comfort. If you look at Plejd, for example, it's not going to save you that much money that you're able to turn the light up or down or off and on with your phone. But this will actually save money, especially if you connect this to the heating system. You can program your building to lower the heating for the weekends, for example, and this will save you a lot of money. So I think this is a really good idea. And the screenshot here is an example of how you can run, for example, one room. And imagine having an entire building connected to this. You can run one room separately or everything together. So the business model I really like, and they do not focus on manufacturing a product like a lamp or something like that. They are more the big picture thinking, the software and everything being run together. So this is actually something I do like. And as you can see, they've been quite volatile in the stock market. IPO dropped a bit, climbed back up again, and now it's trading at 19, somewhere around that. And of course it's kind of expensive with 100 million valuation if you are kind of new and not really making any money. And that's also my issue here, the risk that the money will run out and I'll have to add more money and more money and more money. But I think this could, although these three companies, this is by far my favorite. And second, this one by far, it actually has a lower valuation than Plejd, 76 versus 70 million. And this company has been around for a very long time, working with everybody, have a really good business plan. So this really shows you how the market actually do price things wrong. In my opinion, this is very, very wrong that these companies are valued the same. So this would be kind of a case where if I do believe these correlate closely, I could go long in the Talkpool and short the Plejd. But that's basically it for today. Hope this was of some value to you, and this Raybased could very possibly be something to put in my portfolio. I think 2017 we will hear even more about Internet of Things. So thank you for today.